Hello guys, it's Kokutam here, and yeah, today is just a quick video since I don't have a work today and yesterday. Anyway, for those of you who doesn't know, I was born in the Philippines, but I grew up in the UK and I moved here in Japan around 2018. So I live here for nearly 2 years now. Anyway, let's proceed to number one. Sorry for the background. Let's move here. Okay, so number one, the obvious one, is picking up the accent, the British accent. I was 12 years old when mom was finally able to get me, my dad, and two brothers brothers from the Philippines, and therefore I couldn't help but pick up the British accent because, I was really young. Yeah, they say 12 years old. Yeah. Number two, drinking tea like daily. I used to drink green tea, lemon tea, and so on. In the UK, they have a wide selection of teas as well as they're inexpensive compared here in Japan. So I've never bought any teas here in Japan. But they offer either water or tea in the restaurant. So yeah, it's alright. I think it's oolong tea, something like that. Yeah. Next one is eating with fork and knife. When I moved here in Japan and we eat out, I always look for a fork and a knife. I don't know, it stopped after several more eating out, and yeah, I now use chopstick even though we're eating rice, for instance. Yeah, that's something I picked up here in Japan. In the UK, if you need to pee, then you say I need a wee, and if you need to do more than that, then it's the toilet or loo. So I'll be saying I need a toilet or I'm going to the loo. Yeah, something like that. What number is it? I don't know. I've lost count. How Brits tell the time is sort of different. Yeah, in the UK we say half past the hour, or a quarter past, or a quarter to the hour. For instance, 11:30, which is 11:30, or quarter to 8, which means 7:45. And when I say that to my Japanese slash Filipino husband, he was like, "What?" He can't understand. But when I said that to an African co-worker of mine, she understand it. Maybe because she lives is it is Africa in Europe? What the? Yeah, it's in Europe or near Europe, so they can't understand. Maybe it's a Europe thing then. My geography sucks. Next is holding the door open for other people. Maybe you do this, but I don't know, because yeah, I do this everywhere. For instance, at work, I always check if someone is behind me just before I open the door, and when there is, I wait for them while holding the door open. Yeah, and one time my African coworker, yeah, she became my friend obviously, because we're the only one who can speak English. She asked me why I'm always doing that, and one time when she's behind me, she said, "No, just shut the door." I am so sorry. Yeah, it feels weird maybe to them, but I know it's a British thing. That's why I do it. Yeah. Also, I forgot to mention, Brit drink tea with milk. I only do this on a normal tea, not with my lemon or green tea or other flavored teas. And it's actually the same here in Japan. They drink their teas with milk, so they don't really find it weird. And maybe in the Philippines, I don't know. And lastly, I can't think of anything else, and that is I don't normally eat rice. This is a big thing here in Japan. And my Filipino coworkers as well. I always get asked why I don't eat rice or why I always eat bread. Or sometimes I could hear them talking to each other like, she doesn't eat rice or she always eat bread. Yeah. In our family, dad is the only one who eats rice like 3, 4 times a day. Mom doesn't really, she only eats the ulam. Me and my brothers eat rice sometimes when we feel like it, or when we like the food that we're eating, like when dad cook Filipino food or I cook some Filipino food, I eat rice. Otherwise, if we buy, like for instance, chicken, KFC, yeah, dad would eat KFC with the rice, but we don't. We just eat it on its own. Yeah, it may be weird for you, but to us, it's a normal thing. And there you have it. Those are some habits I picked up while living in the UK. Thanks for watching. Until next time, guys. See ya.